You've probably heard by now that Toyota has finally overhauled their midsize pickup. How do you feel about that? Well, hold that thought until after this review. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and this is the totally redesigned 2024 Toyota Tacoma. This blue crushed metallic Toyota Tacoma is a 4x4 double cab with the TRD Off-Road package, meaning it's very well appointed for daily comfort as well as off-road prowess. And once you add in the more than $10,000 worth of options, $8,800 of which are for the TRD Off-Road Premium package, you get a total MSRP of $54,829. Despite the size difference, this new Tacoma shares a platform with the Tundra, Sequoia, and Land Cruiser. But this is still distinctively its own vehicle, with its narrow body and wide upper grille. The high mount headlamps are LED, and of course there's no shortage of available skid plates underneath to protect the engine, transfer case, fuel tank, and rear differential. Toyota also made sure that the frame cross members were strengthened to increase durability, so that you can add accessories like rooftop tents, high-lift jacks, and even camp fridges. And all models are equipped with integrated attachment holes so you can add roof rack rails. This TRD off-road trim has monotube Bilstein remote reservoir shocks, and each corner is fitted with 17-inch alloy wheels wrapped in 265/70 series BF Goodrich Trail Terrain TA tires. The combination provides 34.4 degree approach, 26.1 degree breakover, and 26.1 degree departure angles, and 11.5 inches of ground clearance. The 5-foot bed of this truck is now deeper, providing a reported 7% more volume than last gen. There are channel rails on 3 sides with plenty of adjustable and fixed tie-down points. The driver's side houses a 12-volt outlet and USB-C ports, and on the other side is the available 400-watt AC inverter outlet with storage beneath. There's also a bed view camera so you can keep an eye on your stuff from inside the cabin, and the spare tire is located underneath the bed. For you fancy folks out there, or I guess for those who have their hands full, the tailgate can close with just a nudge from your knee. The Tacoma is available with either the iForce traditional gas engine or the iForce Max hybrid engine. This particular truck has the former, a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder iForce engine that makes 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. A new 8-speed electronically controlled automatic transmission with intelligence sends power to the rear or all 4 wheels. The Tacoma has a trailer brake controller and tow haul mode to support a max tow capacity of 6,400 pounds and max payload of just under 1,400 pounds. And the blind spot monitor works with certain trailers too. Speaking of different trailers, you can program in the type that you have, from utility to boats to motorcycle to car hauler and even livestock. As with any legitimate off-roader, you can select either 2 high, 4 high, or 4 low, but that's just the beginning. Multi-Terrain Select now works in both 4-wheel drive high and low, and the low-speed off-road cruise control that Toyota calls crawl control is now reportedly quieter than before. The multi-terrain monitor can help you view potential obstacles on the trail, and if stuff gets tougher, there's an electronically activated locking rear differential, and downhill assist can help out too. Finally, our tester has the front stabilizer bar disconnect feature to add a little more flex at the push of a button. Eco, Normal, and Sport drive modes can be selected, and this turbo 4-cylinder is EPA rated at 19 miles per gallon city, 23 miles per gallon highway, and 21 miles per gallon combined. AutoAcademics saw 19.8 miles per gallon during testing on regular fuel. The back seat may look like any other mid-size pickup's back seat, but there has been a bit of thought put into it. No, it's definitely not the most spacious, nor ergonomically pleasant, but the offending seat back can fold flat and be used as an additional loading surface. There's room back there for a jack, fishing rods, or other similar sized stuff, and you can also lift the bottom seat cushion to access some additional storage. Also, there's a 120-volt outlet and 2 USB-C charge ports too. Up front, the cabin is familiar yet modern with up-to-date tech peppered throughout. For example, the digital gauge cluster is 12.3 inches, and there's an even larger 14-inch multimedia touchscreen that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Wireless charging is below, and the dual USB-C ports provide an impressive 45-watt charging. But don't worry, there's still plenty of knobs, buttons, and switches to control auxiliary add-ons, and the seats and steering wheel serve their purposes well too. The 10-speaker JBL stereo isn't too shabby either, and includes a flex portable Bluetooth speaker that acts as a center channel when in the dash, but can be removed for music on the go, up to 6 hours. Then when you're finished, put it back in its dock to be reintegrated into the car audio, as well as charged for your next outing. Other features include Sirius XM with 3-month trial, 8-way power adjustable Softex heated and ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel, power horizontal rear window, 4G Wi-Fi hotspot, dual zone climate control, power sliding sunroof, digital rear view mirror, and push button start. Safety and convenience features consist of Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 that includes pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, lane tracing assist, automatic high beams, road sign assist, rear seat reminder, and blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert. So now that we've addressed all of that, it's time to take it out and see how it drives. One of the first things I notice as I head up the street is that there is a bit of chop in the suspension. Whereas some off-road suspensions can be a bit squishy, the one on this TRD Off-Road is noticeably stiffer. So understand that while I didn't take this off-road, your experience might be a bit bouncier than, say, a Raptor if you do. Now, I'm not surprised that the steering response is vague, but the turning radius is pretty large, making parking lot maneuvers and, I have to assume, tighter trails a bit more challenging. Thankfully, the smaller dimensions of this mid-size pickup keep things a bit more manageable, and the large mirrors provide good visibility on either side of me. You should know that the cabin is decently insulated too, even with these aggressive all-terrain tires. Yeah, there's a little bit of ambient noise at higher speeds, but overall, it's quiet in here. Now, even with 278 horsepower, the powertrain is only what I would consider adequate. The turbo 4-cylinder is torquey, but there just doesn't feel like there's that much power to go along with it. Not to mention, throttle response is fairly sluggish. That's not a bad trait for off-roading, but things can get a bit dicey when backing into your garage. On the flip side, I don't mind the way the engine sounds, at least from the inside, as there's even a bit of turbo whistle as you accelerate. Plus, unlike the throttle, the transmission is responsive, and the brakes feel fantastic with good power. I really wish I had the opportunity to use this TRD Off-Road trim in places where it was meant to be driven. Because with all the off-road gadgets and gizmos that this has, outside of the Fox shocks, I'm not sure what else the TRD Pro can offer. But if you know, feel free to share in the comment section below. So as we wrap up, my first experience with this redesign has overall been good. But now after everything you've heard, how do you feel about this all-new Tacoma? Let us know in the comments section below. So you know what to do. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss what we have coming up next. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.